Hey everybody, felt like giving everyone kind of an update on what's been happening with the automotive side of my life. As you can see, we got the Miata out today on this beautiful May day, and you'll notice brand new wheels on this thing. Check them out. These are Workmiester CR01s. They're a little bit dirty right now. It just rained yesterday. But yeah, these are original CR01s, and I got them on Facebook used for an okay price. They're pretty good. Maybe need a little bit of a polish, a little bit of a cleanup, but nevertheless, they're kind of period correct. I think they look all right on the car. I like the dishy design a lot. You can see if I go to the side. Oh, I do like that nice dishy look, right? It looks so good. Not a huge fan of the gray. This is like a gunmetal gray. Not a huge fan of that color. I wish this was also chrome, I think. But I do like the detailed, three-piece look, to be honest with you. I don't know if I was crazy about it at first, but they look all right on the car. It kind of looks like, the stock special right now that you might see. Nothing too interesting, nothing too flashy, but needs to be lowered for sure at this point. You might notice with the Miata as well, if we do this, pull one of these, you can see it sticks out pretty far. Sticks out pretty far there. So that's a little bit worrying. It doesn't rub stock, obviously, because stock ride height is just like, it looks like a freaking dune buggy, right? It looks absolutely insane. But, when you lower it, a little bit of camber does come naturally. So we'll see how much camber we get when we lower it, and then, I don't know, I might need to get these professionally rolled or something. Really don't know what the move is. If you're wondering if I checked the offset before buying them, the seller did not know what the offset was, so I kind of just winged it, and it's kind of worked out. It's a little crazy, but I think we'll make it work. I just don't want to destroy fenders, and I'm definitely not doing those fender flares or anything like that. That's too much work to make it actually look nice and be professional without rusting out and destroying your fenders entirely. And yeah, other than that, the Miata's doing pretty good. Did an oil change on it recently. We did 5W30 Liqui-Moly, because I just run the Liqui-Moly Moly Gen now and everything. After owning a Volkswagen, it's definitely pretty dang good oil. So that's pretty much my go-to at this point. And you'll also notice, you can probably get a good look at these tires. These are Federal RSRs, 205, 50 R15s. They're quite a sticky tire, and I was honestly having a lot of fun with the Miata, just sort of, sliding it around a little bit here and there. Getting the back end out recently, but that is kind of a thing of the past with, the 595 Federal tires for sure. So, that's unfortunate in a way, but just means that this thing needs a turbo more, right? That's sort of what that's all about. Yeah, the Miatas are a reliable car. It's a good car. It's fun. I'm still getting used to these new tires. The one thing that makes me super upset is the guy said they were mounted or balanced, and it's got a slight shake at 65, so I'm still trying to work that out and see what's causing that. It probably just means the tires were never balanced properly, which is something that a lot of, tire mounting shops seem to get wrong. It's like the one job they have to do is get the tires to high-speed balance properly, and it seems like all these shops can't figure out how to do that. So, I might have to go find somewhere hopefully reliable to get these rebalanced, because they have a slight little bit of a shake. You're also going to notice over here, I've got an Acura. This is my new daily. I sold the GTI. This might be sad for some of you who learned about me through the GTI, or might have seen one of my videos a long time ago all about the GTI, but I'll be honest about the GTI, guys. The main issue with the GTI is that the car was just too sporty, I think, to be a daily. If you only have one car, if you don't have a Miata or a sports car, and you need to pick, the GTI is a great option because it's very sporty, but it's also comfortable and very livable, with a hatchback and everything. It's a great car. But since I have the Miata, and I plan to do big things to it, like turbocharge it, I got these nice wheels now, I'm going to lower it. I got a whole list of plans, and I actually did a video about that. You know, if you have a separate vehicle like this, you might as well get something nice and comfortable as a daily. And I'm actually happy with this car. I'm very happy with it because it strikes a really great balance. It is both sporty enough to be a little bit fun for the enthusiast who, you know, like I said, this is not your only car. And there are some upgradability and modability options, but it is very much a comfortable car. It is very much still luxury, very much dailyable, and very livable and reliable, because under the hood with these TSXs, they are basically just Accords. They're 7th gen Accords, more or less, with some extra strengthening in the chassis. Different engine. This one's got the K24A2, probably the best K24 ever made, best K series ever made. And you know, it's just basically an Accord interior. I'll be honest, that's one of the sad parts. They really didn't do too much to hype up the interiors for these cars. But this one's clean, by the way. I picked this up for, I guess, what you could call a fair deal in this economy. It was like 10 grand, but it only had 72,000 on it, and it's pretty dang clean. Definitely, it smelled like an old person, and it had great service history, so it's reliable. Shockingly burns 0 oil, unlike my first car, which was a Honda Accord, a 7th gen Honda Accord with the K series. So this one, I'm going to try to prevent from burning oil. And there is a secret to that I've learned that I'm going to share with you guys pretty soon here. But other than that, I mean, it's just a great daily. You can see this thing's freaking disgusting though right now. Look at all that grossness. Ew, I really need to clean it. I might do that today. And then finally, we'll talk about this as well. This is my friend's 350Z. I'm selling it for him. It's on the Vossens, which is pretty freaking sweet. I'm going to be honest, these wheels look good. This car does not look bad, but it's an automatic, and it's time for her to go. As awesome and actually, honestly, how fun this car is, even in an automatic, I think that the manual is just a necessary thing. Like, you gotta, if you're gonna get a 350Z, get a stick shift, man. It's definitely gonna be worth it, because these are actually really fun cars. And honestly, driving this car around, getting it ready to be sold for my friend, I was really shocked by how quick even like this old 350Z was, how it can get the back end out really nicely, and how much faster it was than my freaking little poultry Miata over here. But I will say the Miata's got like some sort of Japanese build quality that is somehow better than even the Japanese Nissan 350Z. It just feels a little bit more sturdy, feels a little bit more solid, weirdly, in some ways, and it just feels like you can really thrash it, and it's a little bit more easy to trust, I guess, is the way I would put it. The Z is a little bit more frightening for sure. Not to say that the Z is a bad car by any means. For sure, for sure. Anyways, so let's go on to that little tip. Let's go see if this door is unlocked first. Probably not. Okay. These are the old stock Miata wheels, by the way. Super light. Very light wheels. This is what I'm going to do to try to prevent that Acura, and I guess also the Miata, from burning oil. This is just some basic Lucas fuel injector cleaner, but it's more than injector cleaner. It's also fuel conditioner. And I've heard recently on a video by Dave's Garage, I believe is the channel. It's Dave, that guy who owns that, you know, engine building shop. And he had some oil like expert on in one of his videos, and he said one of the best things you can do to preserve your oil quality, or preserve your oil as you drive it, is to actually condition your fuel if you live in the States, because apparently in other countries they condition their fuel, and that is not something that we do here in the United States. You know, you put something in your fuel that makes it a little bit less corrosive. I guess the unburnt fuel atomizes, or the fuel atomizes better, and then the unburnt fuel doesn't get into the oil as easily, because that's mainly what destroys the quality of your oil over time. So we're giving this a shot. You just put a little bit of it in every time you get gas, and we'll see if it helps me have cleaner, better oil and prevent, you know, a K-series from burning oil over time, which seems like it's impossible to do, but we're going to see. And I'm pretty sure that K-series is in healthy shape. I don't think it's burning any oil as of yet. So that's good to, it's good to know. I mean, let me know what you guys think about this Miata stance. It's a little ridiculous, I'll be honest. It's a little bit just crazy, man. Like I said, I'm still kind of warming up to it. I think it just needs to get low. I think that's what's really just bugging me, is that it's not low yet, and it looks like a freaking dune buggy, and I'm worried about it rubbing. So let me know what you guys think, if it looks sick or not. I don't know. These are like period correct, like JDM wheels. They're expensive 3-piece wheels, so regardless, they're pretty sweet, right? But I don't know. I mean, I usually am a fan of the more like track-focused, sporty wheels, like an RPF1 or something like that. That was a big contender for me. But everyone's got RPF1s, and these are, let's be honest, these look a little bit better than RPF1s, I think. So I don't know. I don't know. No matter what, I'm probably never going to be fully satisfied. I'm very picky when it comes to stylization and cars and stuff. Other than that, I do have a few more stylization things I'm going to do for the Miata. I'll probably get like some little plastic side skirts. You can do one of those plastic, you know, front lips just for some styling points. And then a few other things as well, like the trunk I'm replacing actually with a different kind of OEM spoiler. I don't like the spoiler. I think it looks ugly. I think it looks very like 90s and just like, I don't know, it doesn't really fit the Miata. I want the ducktail one. I already have it. It's in there, but it needs to be repainted. Also repainting this rear bumper along with it. And for styling, oh yeah, the other thing I'm going to do is put AC in this thing, which is going to be crazy. That's going to be kind of a big job, but I have like the full AC kit, so that's happening. Anyways, yeah, that's kind of an update of everything that's been going on in the car side of my life here for you folks, and that's sort of what this channel's all about, I guess. I do run a YouTube channel full-time for my actual day-to-day job, so I don't usually have a lot of time to dedicate to a channel like this. But, you know, it's been a long time, and a lot has changed, especially getting rid of the GTI. The almighty GTI is gone and been replaced with this comfortable Acura. Honestly, the one thing that surprised me the most about this car was how well it could handle a corner. Shockingly well. These things really can turn, but kind of a slow car. Especially the automatic, man. Like, I don't know why they didn't just develop a 6-speed for it. Like, the transmission's not bad, but dude, this thing has kind of long gearing. It feels like it needs a little bit more pep. Anyways, thanks everyone for checking in. If you're interested in following, I'll try to update with my cars regularly. Mostly just going to be focused on the Miata, though. So have a good one.